Hello and welcome to Deck Builders San Jose, where we talk all things outdoor living. Today we're talking about something many homeowners dream about, but often underestimate: building a second-story deck over living space. On paper, it sounds simple. You want a deck off your upstairs bedroom or living room so you can step outside and look over the yard. But once you start planning, you quickly realize you're not just building a platform in the air. You're building a structure that has to stay solid, stay dry, and stay safe for many years, right above finished areas or high-use spaces. Let's start with structure. A second-story deck puts more demand on framing, posts, beams, and connections than a basic ground-level deck. The footings have to be sized correctly, the beams need to handle the span, and the way the deck connects to the house has to follow code and best practices. That connection, often called the ledger, is one of the most important parts of the entire build. If it's not done right, you can have serious problems over time. Next, we need to talk about water. When you build over living space, such as a room, patio, or outdoor kitchen, water management is non-negotiable. You don't want water working its way into ceilings, walls, or the structure below your deck. That's where waterproof deck systems come in. Waterproof vinyl systems like DuraDeck are commonly used on elevated decks to create a sealed surface that sheds water away from the structure underneath. This gives you a walking surface and also acts as a roof for the space below. Now, what about deck materials? You can build the structure with pressure-treated lumber or other approved framing materials, but the walking surface on top needs more thought. Many homeowners choose composite decking because it handles sun, rain, and daily use with less maintenance than traditional wood. Composite doesn't splinter like old boards and doesn't need to be stained as often, which is helpful when the deck is high up and not as easy to reach for frequent maintenance. Railings and stairs are another big piece of the puzzle. On a second-story deck, railings must meet height and spacing requirements and feel solid when someone leans on them. Stairs need correct rise and run so they're comfortable and safe to use, especially for kids or older family members. This is not the place to cut corners or eyeball measurements. A professional deck builder will follow code and use hardware designed for exterior use so that everything stays tight and secure. You might also be thinking about what happens under the deck. Maybe you want a shaded patio, a sitting area, or even storage. When the deck above is properly waterproofed and framed, that lower space becomes much more useful and easier to finish later. Planning both levels together is often the smartest approach, even if you're not ready to complete everything at once. If you're starting to sketch ideas or you're already collecting quotes, make sure you ask each contractor specific questions about structure, waterproofing, and how they plan to protect the areas below your deck. You want more than a pretty drawing. You want a clear explanation of how they're going to keep your home dry and your family safe. You can reach our team at 408-831-7954 or visit toughdeckbuilderssanjose.com if you'd like help planning a second-story deck over living space. We'll walk you through options for materials, waterproof systems, and layout, so your new deck feels like a natural extension of your home, not an add-on that causes problems later. Thanks for listening to Deck Builders San Jose. When you're ready to turn that second-story deck idea into a solid, long-lasting structure, Tough Deck Builders San Jose is here to help you build it right from the start.